Now we're going to talk about something that's absolutely crucial that all salespeople need to understand in the sales process, and that is this, that information equals power. Whoever has the information during the sales process has the power. The power to what? The power to add or withdraw value into the transaction. So let's talk about that for a second. When you go in to see a client, that client has way more information than you. They know how much they paid for your product or service last time. Most importantly, they know what their problem is. They know how much pain they're going through. They know what their motives are to actually talk to you, the real reason why they're going to purchase. They know what problems they've had in the past. They know why they brought them about. They know what happened to them. They know what actions they've taken to try and solve them. They have all the information. So in the sales process, they have all the power too. You, on the other hand, will have done your research, you might know something about the client, you might know something about their operations and have seen similar ones before or solved problems for similar businesses before, but every client is unique. Every situation is unique. As soon as you start thinking as the salesperson that I have the information, so I have the power, you've just shot yourself in the foot because you've decided that your opinion is relevant. And your opinion, as we know, is completely irrelevant. Your judgment is crucial. So you need to get that information. And the way that you get that information is, of course, you have to ask questions. Now, it is the way that you ask the questions, the format that you use, the style that you have, that allows you to get the information. It also allows you to build credibility. It allows you to prove that you have a certain area of expertise or knowledge or understanding. It also allows you to build common ground, and you can do that by name dropping or giving examples or using references, whatever the case may be. But it is the way that you ask your questions that allows you to establish credibility with your clients. Or you could do it another way. You could turn around and walk into your clients and say, "Hi, Mr. Customer, I'm from ABC. Let me tell you what I do. Let me tell you what I charge. Let me tell you what my solution is." Now, what you're doing there is taking all of your information and giving it to the customer. So you're really taking all of the power that you have to identify and satisfy the customer's needs profitably, and you're giving it to the customer. Why would you do that? You wouldn't. There is no reason to do it. All you need to do is ask questions. So don't tell them. That's why you're not called tellers, you're called sellers, because you sell things. If you were just called tellers, they could just send in a video. They wouldn't need you at all. They'd say, "Okay, here's the presentation, watch the video." It doesn't work that way. So understand, information equals power. You have to be very careful when going with clients, because the clients that know that the information equals the power will not give you the information. They will not tell you what they've paid before. They will not tell you what their problem is. Even worse, they won't tell you what costs it is causing the business because of the problem, the pain that they're getting. Why won't they tell you that? Well, for a simple reason. They understand that if information equals power, the more information that you have, the more opportunity you have to build value. And if you can build value into a transaction, you can build profit into a transaction. Very simple. A client rings you up, you say, "How urgently do you need this? If I don't get it by Thursday morning, the main shipment's not going to go out and it's going to cost me a fortune." Fantastic. I can get it to you by Wednesday night. I'll place the order now and I'll send it through now. Now, are you going to give that person a massive discount? Of course not. You're providing them with a solution you've identified, and you can satisfy that customer's needs, which is delivery. You don't need to give the money away. And that's what a lot of salespeople think. In their opinion, and their opinion is irrelevant, you have to give a discount to make a sale. You don't. You have to identify what the customer's need is You have to be able to satisfy that need. And if you make a big profit out of it, that's not a bad thing. Because from the profits that we make, our companies keep running, they get to pay us bonuses, they get to invest in new research and development, new innovation, and new marketing. If you went around selling all of your goods or services without making a profit, then you probably won't have a job. And what does it come down to? It comes down to the fact that information equals power. And if you can get that information, you can add value to the client, you can add value to the relationship, and you can have the power to make a better recommendation to your customer. Okay, let's move on from here. You're now going to be sent a questionnaire that basically says you need to identify what are the 5 main points of information that you need every time you get in front of a customer. And it might be a new customer, or it might be an existing customer that you've dealt with for a long time. If you can come up with those 5 points, you're pretty much going to know what's going to be asked and the information you're going to need so that you can build value into your transaction.